Hey guys, it's Michelle here, the founder of ihelpmoms.com. I am so excited today to have a lactation expert, Brandi, on with us today. She is an IBCLC lactation consultant, and we are going to ask some great questions today to help new moms. So thanks for being on with us, Brandi.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. So I want to start out right away by asking, I think what every new mom has on their brain is how many times a day should I be breastfeeding or pumping my new baby?
That's a great question. And a lot of mothers wonder that question, especially when they have a new baby. How frequently should my baby be eating? So the rule of thumb is you always want to feed your baby on demand or every 2 to 3 hours. So ideally 8 to 10 times per day. If you're breastfeeding your baby, the component's 90% water. And so it runs quicker through the baby than, say, giving your baby formula. Formula tends to stick to the gut longer and, keeps the baby fuller longer. And so breastfed babies generally want to eat every 2 to 3 hours. So 8 to 10 times per day or every 2 to 3 hours.
And is that the same for a mom that's choosing to exclusively pump? Is she pumping in that same cadence?
Yes. So if a mother wants to exclusively pump for her baby, she needs to also try to empty her breast every 2 to 3 hours as well to maintain milk supply. So breast milk is supply and demand. So the more frequently that we empty our breasts, that triggers our brain to tell our breast, hey, we need to fill back up to feed this baby. So that being said, a exclusively pumping mother or a breastfeeding mother or a combination of both needs to empty their breast efficiently every 2 to 3 hours or 8 to 10 times per day.
And I'm so passionate here at I Help Moms about lactation consultants and getting to experts like Brandi. I know it cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars to try and feed my kids. And that's why we want to make a change and help moms get on demand, accessible, affordable help from incredible experts like Brandi. You can hear the incredible knowledge that she has. So let's get the cliff notes. Let's help moms. And I really want to encourage you guys to book a call with Brandi because it is life-changing when you can get on-demand help when you need it most. And it leads me to my next question for you, Brandi, which is I think so many moms these days get bad advice about nipple soreness, about what to expect with breastfeeding. After 3 kids, what I know universally is no child is alike and no mother's made the same. So again, getting to experts can really help. And I want to ask you, how can moms maybe combat some of that nipple soreness? And what are some of those signs? Like I know all 3 of mine had tongue and lip ties, which was causing me some damage. And I got it repaired and went on to have a beautiful breastfeeding relationship. But I just wanted to ask you, what are some of those signs where it's normal soreness and then maybe what's not so normal?
Yes, thank you so much for asking that and just echoing your experience. That's what actually led me to become a lactation consultant. I have 4 children of my own and I had zero support. I spent thousands of dollars on different opinions and different lactation teas and cookies and Googling everything and dealt with the nipple soreness and, lack of support makes you feel like, oh my goodness, am I the only one suffering from this? And I wanted to be a voice of change and say, no, we're here to support you. You just have to find the right support.
Yeah.
And so that being said, nipple soreness usually is due to an improper latch. And so when a baby is first born, it's important for them to get immediate assistance. I recommend them booking with a lactation consultant prenatally to learn how to effectively latch their baby from the very beginning. So when their baby is born, they know right away how to achieve a proper latch. Yeah. So breast soreness is usually due to an improper latch. And it is usually due to a lip or a tongue tie. And so lactation consultants and ENTs or pediatric dentists can do this as well. But lactation consultants such as myself will perform an oral assessment of the baby to assess for a lip tie, a tongue tie, or a buccal tie, which is a tie in the cheek area. And that limits the baby from effectively being able to latch onto the breast. A baby with a tongue tie cannot lift their tongue to the roof of their mouth, so they cannot effectively grasp onto the breast tissue. They're chomping at the nipple, which is causing the pain and the cracking and the bleeding and the unfun experience of achieving a proper latch.
Oh,
And
aren't
so,
our experts amazing? This is just so inspiring to hear from you, a mom of 4, that you did the teas, you did the lactation cookies. We did every different type of Google search possible.
yeah.
Again, there is nothing like getting on-demand support when you need it most. And that's what I Help Moms is all about. I encourage you guys, again, reach out to Brandi, our lactation consultants, and especially a Brandi's expertise. Man, IBCLCs know so much, and they're right there to come alongside you, support you, encourage you, and help you in your breastfeeding journey. So don't wait is my message on this one. I love that prenatal assessment. I think that's amazing. And just learning with a doll, listening to an expert like Brandi can really help things get off to a strong start. And in my opinion, save you a lot of money. And one thing that I really dealt with, Brandi, was clogged ducts. And I have to tell you, I never got good advice, and I suffered until I finally just weaned, because I'm like, I can't do this anymore. It's affecting everything in my life. I'm in so much pain, and my quality of life went down the tubes. I'm like, something has to change, so I'll just take it in my own hands. And I weaned prematurely to when I would have wanted to. So we always want to provide great insight and possible solutions for moms. What can we do for clogged ducts? Why do they occur? What are some of the symptoms that we see that's different than mastitis?
Yeah, so a plugged duct is exactly what it's called. It's milk plugged up in your milk ducts around your breast tissue. Your breasts have tons and tons of milk ducts, and your milk is stored there. And so it's just milk being stuck in there, maybe inadequate milk removal when your baby is nursing or you're pumping. So ways to help prevent or relieve that. So first, let's talk a little bit about prevention. So basically, to prevent it, you want to always utilize breast compressions when you're breastfeeding and pumping. You really want to massage the breast tissue during the entire duration of breastfeeding or pumping. And that will help to get all of the milk out so that you don't have those reoccurring plugged ducts. Now, if you do unfortunately have the plugged ducts, one thing that you can do is hop in the shower, let the warm water hit the breast, and really massage those areas, focusing on any plugged areas. Also, you can do what's called dangle feeding. So you dangle over your baby on all fours and allow your baby to nurse laying on their back and you dangling over them. And that will help to get out the plugged duct, which is amazing.
That's the only thing that ever could alleviate it, was dangle feeding. And it's awkward. And you're like, oh my goodness, my baby's underneath me. But I remember feeling so scared to move forward to try and alleviate that pain. But dangle feeding was literally the only thing that helped me. And I want to ask you one more possible solution. Do you recommend that women get like a basin where they can dangle their breast into water and help like move that with gravity down, and then do the massage, like same as dangle feeding, but you're not feeding, you're just in water, kind of like soaking your breasts?
Soaking your breasts in warm water, but really focusing on massaging out those areas. Another thing that you can do is beneficial is apply some heat to your breasts and then pump. So if your baby is not available, say you're at work or you're somewhere where you don't have your baby where you can dangle feed, go ahead and apply some warm compresses to that area and then pump out that area, really focusing on massage. So massage is your best friend, heat is your best friend, and if you are able to, dangle feeding.
Amazing. Guys, I am telling you, don't wait until you have mastitis and you're in pain. Contact our incredible lactation consultants on I Help Moms. Brandi, you are an amazing resource. We are so happy to be connected to you, and just want to encourage all moms, reach out, get help. You're not alone. Our village is here to support you. So thanks for being on with me, Brandi.
Thank you so much for having me.
Have an awesome day. Look forward to many more.
Bye-bye.
Bye.